Awesome. Great to meet you, Nacho.
Good to meet you, Parul. So Moneypool is the right way to build Venmo for Latin America. And we've been thriving for the last 14 weeks. We've been growing 6% week over week. And we're on our way to build a billion-dollar company in the next 5 years because we have figured out acquisition. The way we designed the product, it has virality and social proof built in. So that dilutes the acquisition costs. So it's a very efficient acquisition engine. And we also have figured out retention. People stay for the long run. What we figure out is that collectors in our network are like content creators for the social network. So as long as they keep creating collections, people are keep coming back. And we're creating network effects. Every new member to the network adds value, and you can see that because users with larger networks are more engaged and retention is higher. And we figured out unit economics. The way the product is designed, we have multiple revenue streams that yield a high gross margin. And we figured out how to deal with chargebacks, and we have the lowest chargeback in the industry. And we play in a massive market. It's 90 million individuals in Latin America exchanging $3 billion every week with someone they know. And the competition or substitutes have nothing on us. Most people resort to cash because wire transfers are cumbersome, complex, and difficult to deal with. And cash has all these problems that it takes a lot of time. It's hard to keep track of. And Moneypool is a 10x alternative to that. And last but not least, the team that's behind this, it's a great group of people that we've been able to attract. But beyond what my co-founder and I bring, we have people from the best schools in Mexico, from great technology companies, from great financial companies. And the best proof that we have is that we have built a product that people want, they're willing to pay for it, and recommend it to other friends, and they're staying for the long run.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, and great. Congrats on the traction and progress so far. I have one data point, which is that my associate Ale is from Mexico City, and she says that she and all her friends use Moneypool.
Awesome.
So she was the first person I asked, and I'm curious because I know that I'm curious about customer acquisition. Like I saw some numbers about how low it is for you, and that you're in a really unique market, right? Like where 50% of adults don't have a bank account, but that 70% have a mobile phone. So how do those dynamics play into how you're acquiring customers?
That's a very good question. And the first part of it is that there are 25 million young adults in Mexico only that have a bank account, a credit card, and smartphone and broadband. So we're building this first stage for that segment. And then as the bank population grows with the entrance of challenger banks, of traditional banks retaliating to challenger banks, that number keeps increasing double digits each year. So because we are a layer that sits on top of any financial institution, our market actually increases as more the population gets banked. So that's how the dynamics of the market are working. And then on the other question about the acquisition, the way we designed this was taking into consideration needs and habits of the Latin American consumer, and which is we are a highly interdependent culture. We do everything as a group, even just picking up somebody at the airport, it's a group event. It's just like you want to bring a friend, you want to like make us socialize. So the way we did it's you'll go into the app and you'll create a group for that moment. Let's say like after office drinks, you paid for the tab. Instead of sending everybody and telling like, hey, you pay me back with this unique link, you just create one link for everybody and everybody joins this group and they can see who else has paid, who else is missing the payment. And that builds social proof, that builds trust into the platform. And that it's a way where the dynamic is encouraging you to bring friends. And then now your friends find out what Moneypool is, how they can use, and what's the use case for it. And now they have an account, so it's easier for them to either recommend it or bring another use case.
You're really piggybacking on sort of the social and sharing that's built right in to. What are some of the like longer term? I mean, do you have ambitions to provide some of those other banking services? Are you focused on just Mexico, or would you look beyond that?
So the first stage, it's Mexico, but we're looking at this as a regional solution. Latin America has very similar social dynamics. So we can extrapolate that to other places. And in terms of product offering, what we're doing here, we're building a set of data that is non-existent, because most of this transaction, or I would say like 99.9% of these transactions, used to be cash-based. So nobody knew who paid what with who. So that social plus financial data, there's things that can be built on top of that. So, yeah.
That makes sense. And anything exciting on your roadmap for next year that you can share?
Yes, actually, the hypothesis or the concept that we built on our chargeback fraud prevention system is based on the concept that reputation is transferable. Like whoever you hang out with, you're probably similar to them. So we took that and used that to prevent fraud. We're now taking that concept and using that to try to score credit. So if I have a credit card and you don't, but we both exchange money throughout a year, maybe my credit reputation can be extended to you because we have that social plus financial interaction in the outside world.
Really, really impressive. So good luck. And it sounds like you're in a just enormous opportunity space. So good luck with everything.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your time.